Listen up, you lot. Dining out shouldn't mean ditching your health goals. It's about bloody time you enjoyed yourself without feeling like you need to loosen your belt a notch. We're taking on the restaurant scene, arming you with the tactics to conquer those menus like a culinary champion. No more greasy spoon disasters, no more calorie bomb explosions. From picking the right starter to taming those monstrous portions, we'll turn you into a lean, mean dining machine. Get ready to take control and enjoy a meal out guilt-free. Now, before we get this show on the road, hit that like button, subscribe, and ding the bloody notification bell. Right, you donkey. The first rule of guilt-free dining? Planning. Don't even think about stepping foot in a restaurant without checking the menu online. Most places worth their salt have their menus plastered all over the internet. Use your bloody eyes and have a look. See what tickles your fancy. You're starving and tempted to order the entire dessert menu. This isn't rocket science, people. Take 2 minutes to decide what you're having. That way, you're not swayed by the sweet whispers of that deep-fried monstrosity staring at you from the table next door. Get a grip, make a plan, and for God's sake, stop acting like an amateur. Look, I'm not saying you need to become a calorie counting machine, but having a rough idea of what you're putting in your body is just common sense. Some menus even have the calorie counts listed. Use them. It's like having a secret weapon against those hidden calorie bombs disguised as light and healthy options. Don't be a fool and fall for their tricks. This is about taking control, understanding what you're eating, and making informed decisions. So do your homework, study that menu, and stop blaming the chef for your expanding waistline. We've all been there. You walk into a restaurant starving, eyes bigger than your stomach. Suddenly, everything looks good and you're ordering enough food to feed a small army. This, my friends, is a recipe for disaster. By checking the menu ahead of time, you avoid making rash, hunger-driven decisions. Think of it like a military operation. You wouldn't go into battle without a plan, would you? Treat your meal the same way. Be prepared, be decisive, and stop being a victim of your own rumbling stomach. Listen, I'm not suggesting you become a rabbit and only eat lettuce, but starting your meal with a light salad or a decent broth-based soup is a bloody good tactic. Think of it as building a foundation. You wouldn't build a house on a swamp, would you? You need a solid base. A light starter fills you up so you don't end up demolishing the entire breadbasket. Salads and soups are your friends, not the enemy. They're packed with nutrients, low in calories, and they stop you from turning into a bottomless pit of hunger. So, ditch the cheesy garlic bread and opt for something a bit lighter. Your waistline will thank you for it. Now, before you go drowning your salad in a gallon of creamy dressing, let's talk strategy. Salads are good, but they can quickly turn into a calorie-laden nightmare with one wrong move. Ask for the dressing on the side. That way, you control how much you use. Don't be afraid to dip your fork, not drown your greens. And for God's sake, steer clear of those creamy concoctions. Stick to vinaigrettes or a simple olive oil and lemon dressing. Remember, we're aiming for flavor, not a heart attack on a plate. Now, on to soup. Not that creamy, gloopy nonsense you find in a can. I'm talking about a proper broth-based soup, packed with vegetables and flavor. Think chicken noodle, minestrone, or a spicy lentil soup. These are your weapons against overeating. They're warm, comforting, and they fill you up faster than a speeding bullet. Avoid anything that looks like it's been thickened with a gallon of cream. Remember, we're going for light and flavorful, not heavy and heart-stopping. Choose wisely, you hear me? Soup can be your best friend or your worst enemy in the quest for guilt-free dining. Listen, I've seen more food wasted in restaurants than you've had hot dinners. It's an absolute travesty, really. You walk into these places, and what do you see? Plates piled high with food that no one could possibly finish in one sitting. It's like they're daring you to try and eat it all, knowing full well that most of it will end up in the bin. These monster portions they serve, it's a bloody disgrace. I mean, who needs that much food in one go? It's like they're trying to feed an army, not a single person. And the worst part is, people feel obligated to eat it all because they don't want to waste money. But in the end, they waste the food instead. You end up feeling like you've got to eat everything on the plate, even when you're stuffed to the gills. It's a vicious cycle. You go out for a nice meal, and instead of enjoying it, you end up feeling like you've been force-fed. It's not just uncomfortable, it's unhealthy. Overeating like that can lead to all sorts of problems, from indigestion to more serious health issues. You lot need to regain control. Take charge of your dining experience. Don't let these oversized portions dictate how much you eat. It's your body, your health, and your well-being on the line. You have the power to make better choices, and it starts with recognizing that you don't have to eat everything in front of you. Stop letting these oversized portions dictate how much you eat. It's time to take a stand. When you get your meal, take a moment to assess it. Do you really need to eat all of it? Probably not. Push away the plate when you've had enough. Listen to your body, not the portion size. First things first, don't be afraid to share. Sharing is caring, after all. If you're out with friends or family, why not split a dish? It's a great way to try different things without overindulging. Plus, it makes the meal more social and enjoyable. You get to talk about the food, share your thoughts, and make the dining experience more interactive. You think I built my empire eating entire tasting menus by myself? Get real. Even chefs know the value of moderation. When I go out, I don't order the biggest thing on the menu and try to finish it all. I pick a few things I really want to try and savor them. It's about quality, not quantity. Find a mate, someone you trust not to leave you with the short end of the stick, and split the bloody thing. It's not rocket science. Sharing a meal can be a bonding experience. It brings people closer together and makes the meal more memorable. Plus, it helps you avoid the dreaded food coma that comes from overeating. And if you're dining solo, don't be shy about asking for a doggy bag. There's no shame in taking leftovers home. In fact, it's a smart move. You get to enjoy the meal twice, and you don't have to worry about wasting food. Just ask the waiter for a takeaway box and pack up what you can't finish. Tell them Gordon sent ya. I'm kidding. You don't have to name drop me, but for God's sake, don't be a martyr to your appetite. There's no need to force yourself to finish everything just because it's there. Be smart about it. Take what you need and leave the rest for later. I'm kidding. You don't have to name drop me, but for God's sake, don't be a martyr to your appetite. Box up half of that monstrosity before you even take a bite. It's a simple trick that can save you from overeating. When the food arrives, take a portion and set it aside. That way, you can enjoy your meal without feeling pressured to finish it all. Box up half of that monstrosity before you even take a bite. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later. Not only will you avoid the discomfort of overeating, but you'll also have a delicious meal waiting for you the next day. It's a win-win situation. You can thank me later. Just remember, it's not about how much you can eat in one sitting. It's about enjoying your food and making the most of the dining experience. Take your time, savor each bite, and don't feel pressured to clean your plate. Remember, this isn't a competition to see who can eat the most. It's about enjoying the flavors, the company, and the experience. Dining out should be a pleasure, not a chore. So take it easy, share with friends, and don't be afraid to take leftovers home. This is about enjoying your food, not feeling like you've been run over by a double-decker bus full of mashed potatoes. So next time you're out, think about what you're ordering. Choose wisely, share when you can, and don't be afraid to take some home. Your stomach and your wallet will thank you. Listen up. You want to avoid feeling like a bloated whale after a meal out? It's all about pacing yourself. You see, when you rush through your meal, you miss out on the entire dining experience. It's not just about filling your stomach, it's about enjoying the journey of flavors and textures that each dish offers. Then you need to learn how to pace yourself. Think of it like a fine wine. You wouldn't chug it down, would you? No, you'd take your time, savoring each sip, letting the flavors dance on your palate. The same principle applies to food. This isn't a sprint, it's a bloody marathon. When you sit down for a meal, especially at a nice restaurant, you're there to enjoy the experience. It's not just about the food, it's about the ambiance, the company, and the overall atmosphere. Take your time, savor each bite, let the flavors unfold in your mouth. Notice the different textures, the way the ingredients complement each other. This is what dining is all about. It's a sensory experience that should be enjoyed slowly and mindfully. You think I create Michelin-starred dishes for people to inhale in 30 seconds? Absolutely not. These dishes are crafted with care, precision, and a lot of love. Each element on the plate has a purpose, a story to tell. No, appreciate the flavors, the textures, the aromas. Take a moment to smell your food before you take a bite. Notice the colors, the presentation. This is all part of the dining experience. It's not just about eating, it's about appreciating the artistry that goes into each dish. Let the food settle before you shovel another forkful in. Give your body a chance to process what you've just eaten. This not only helps with digestion, but also allows you to truly enjoy each bite. And for God's sake, put the fork down between bites. This simple act can make a world of difference. It forces you to slow down, to be present in the moment. It gives you a chance to engage in conversation, to enjoy the company of those around you. I swear, some of you eat like you've never seen food before. It's not a race to see who can finish first. Slow down, take a breath, and enjoy the meal. Relax, enjoy the company, have a bloody conversation. Dining is a social experience. It's a time to connect with others, to share stories and laughter. Don't let the food be the only focus. Eating slowly not only helps with digestion, but it also gives your brain a chance to catch up with your stomach. When you eat too quickly, your brain doesn't have time to register that you're full, leading to overeating. You'll know when you're actually full, rather than just feeling like you're about to explode. This way, you can leave the table feeling satisfied and content, rather than uncomfortably stuffed. So next time you sit down for a meal, remember to pace yourself, you donkey. Let me tell you something. The menu is not the 10 Commandments. It's not set in stone. And it's certainly not the final word on what you can or cannot eat. Think of it more as a roadmap, a guide to help you navigate your dining experience. It's a guide, a starting point. The menu is there to give you ideas, to inspire you, but it doesn't have to limit you. If you see something that almost fits what you're craving, don't hesitate to ask for a little tweak here and there. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want, even if it's not explicitly listed. Most restaurants are more flexible than you might think. If you want to swap out an ingredient or add something extra, just ask. The worst they can say is no, but more often than not, they'll try to accommodate you. Most chefs worth their salt are happy to accommodate reasonable requests. They understand that everyone has different tastes and dietary needs. Whether it's a food allergy, a preference for a certain cooking method, or just a craving for something specific, a good chef will do their best to make it happen. So you want the sauce on the side? Ask for it. It's a simple request that can make a big difference in your dining experience. Maybe you want to control how much sauce you use, or maybe you just prefer to dip rather than have it smothered all over your food. Either way, it's your meal, so make it the way you like it. You want grilled chicken instead of fried? Just bloody say so. It's your right as a customer to ask for what you want. Restaurants are in the business of making their customers happy, and that means being flexible with their menu items. Don't be a shrinking violet. Make your preferences known. Speak up, and let the staff know what you want. They're there to serve you, and they can't read your mind. Clear communication is key to getting exactly what you want out of your dining experience. Remember, you're the one paying for the meal, so don't be afraid to assert yourself. Within reason, of course. There's a fine line between being assertive and being demanding. Be polite and respectful, but don't be afraid to ask for what you want. Don't be asking for a side of unicorn tears with your steak, you lunatic. Keep your requests reasonable and within the realm of possibility. Most restaurants are happy to make adjustments, but they can't perform miracles. The point is, you have the power to make healthier choices, even when dining out. If you're trying to eat healthier, don't be afraid to ask for modifications that fit your dietary goals. Whether it's swapping out fries for a salad, asking for dressing on the side, or choosing a grilled option over fried, you have the power to make those choices. So take control and stop blaming the menu for your dietary downfalls. The menu is just a suggestion, a starting point. It's up to you to make the choices that are right for you. Don't be afraid to speak up and ask for what you want. After all, it's your meal, and you deserve to enjoy it exactly the way you like it. And let's not forget, the staff at most restaurants are trained to handle special requests. They deal with all sorts of dietary restrictions and preferences on a daily basis. Whether you're vegan, gluten-free, or have a specific allergy, just let them know. They're there to help you have the best dining experience possible. Customizing your meal doesn't just apply to dietary restrictions. Maybe you just prefer your steak cooked a certain way, or you like your vegetables a bit more al dente. Whatever it is, don't hesitate to ask. The kitchen staff are professionals, and they take pride in delivering a meal that meets your expectations. At the end of the day, dining out is about enjoying yourself. It's about having a meal that satisfies your cravings and meets your needs. So don't be shy. Speak up, make your preferences known, and enjoy your meal to the fullest. The menu is a suggestion, not the bloody Bible. Make it work for you. And remember, dining out is also about the experience. It's about sharing good times with friends and family, trying new things and making memories. So while you're customizing your meal, don't forget to enjoy the atmosphere, the company, and the overall experience. It's all part of what makes dining out special. And if the staff go above and beyond to accommodate your requests, don't forget to show your appreciation. A generous tip and a kind word can go a long way. It encourages the staff to continue providing excellent service and makes the dining experience better for everyone. So, next time you dine out, remember, the menu is a suggestion, not the bloody Bible. Take control of your dining experience, make your preferences known, and enjoy every bite. After all, it's your meal, and you deserve to have it exactly the way you want it. Listen, you donkey, you've nailed the food, but now you're reaching for a sugary monstrosity that'll undo all your hard work? Those fancy cocktails with umbrellas and syrups might look tempting, but they're loaded with more calories than a plate of deep-fried butter. You want to sabotage your entire meal with a sugar bomb disguised as a drink? Get a grip and think about what you're pouring into your system. Water, my friend, is your secret weapon. It's calorie-free, refreshing, and won't leave you feeling like a bloated mess. Unsweetened tea is another solid choice. Simple, clean, and gets the job done. And if you're feeling fancy, a splash of lime in your water will add a touch of flavor without the guilt trip. Remember, hydration is key to a successful dining experience, so ditch the sugary drinks and embrace the power of H2O. Now I understand sometimes water just doesn't cut it for the gram. If you're craving something with a bit of a kick, opt for a vodka soda or a classic wine spritzer. These options are lower in calories and won't leave you feeling sluggish. Remember, you can still enjoy a drink without derailing your entire healthy eating plan. It's all about making smart choices, even when you're out painting the town red. We're not in a bloody speed eating contest here. Put the fork down, take a breath, and for God's sake, enjoy your meal. This isn't some prison slop you need to scarf down in record time. Dining out is an experience, a chance to savor flavors and appreciate the art of good food. So slow down, you maniac, and let those taste buds actually do their job. Listen, the food isn't going anywhere. It's not going to magically disappear if you don't inhale it in 5 seconds flat. Take smaller bites, chew properly, and actually taste the different components of your dish. What are the flavors, the textures? Engage all your senses and appreciate the culinary masterpiece in front of you. You know what's better than shoveling food into your face? Actually engaging in conversation with the people you're with. Dining out is a social activity, so put the phone down, make eye contact, and for crying out loud, be present. Enjoy the company, the laughter, and the shared experience of a delicious meal. Remember, life is about more than just stuffing your face. There you have it, you bunch of hungry hippos. 6 tips to conquer the restaurant scene without sacrificing your health goals. Remember, it's all about balance, making smart choices, and not treating every meal like it's your last supper. So go on, get out there, and show those menus who's boss. Host, and there you have it, 6 tips to help you enjoy eating out without sacrificing your health goals. Remember, it's all about balance and making small adjustments that add up over time. If you found these tips helpful, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more health hacks, and share it with someone who loves dining out as much as you do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay healthy, stay happy, and happy eating. Be.